everyone, welcome along. Today we're going to talk a little bit about credit cards. Credit cards. Mate, such a great way to get stuff if you need it. Such a great way to get you out of a hole. Such a horrible way to manage your money. And yes, I've got cards. I've got plenty of cards. I mean, my total combined credit limit here is more than most of you earn in a year. And how much do I owe on those cards? Zero. And I hammer them. I use them. Because rule number one about credit cards, you use them like cash. If you haven't got the money to pay it back at the end of the month, don't use it. Unless you're in a really, really big hole, don't use it. Because lots of people say to me, I can pay my minimum payment, Here's a fun fact. $2,000 at the minimum repayment. $2,000 measly dollars that you should be able to save in at least 6 months. 6 months. $40 a week, you should be able to save it up. Guess how much? It'll take you 33 years to pay off $2,000, and it's going to cost you $10,000 in interest. $10,000 in interest. It's a lot of money. For $2,000, that's where a lot of people fall into the trap. Because the bank says, here's a card, take a card, we'll give you the card, not a problem. It's $1,000 limit. Someone says, I've got $1,000 I can spend. No. You got $1,000 worth of credit when you need it. And some of these cards, you can get really good reward points. You know what I mean? You can buy stuff. You can do lots of stuff with these things. You can get, when you travel, you put it on your credit card, they give you free health insurance. Travel insurance. But you need to understand one simple fact. You pay them off as quickly as you can. You don't leave it with a minimum payment. You never pay the minimum payment. That's how the bank owns you. That's the system. It's only $2,000. Big deal. But at 20% per annum, $2,000 will take you at the minimum repayment, 33. You're going to be an old man, 33 years. You're going to be old. And you have a $2,000 payment. What do you got for it? You bought rubbish. You bought stuff. In 33 years, what was this stuff that you bought? And you're going to be broke, and you're going to be complaining I've got no money. And that's the thing about credit cards. Great tool if you know how to use it. And what's rule number one? Rule number one is it's cash. If you can't afford it and you can't pay it, don't spend it. Okay? Simple as it gets. And I've used my credit cards to the max. I've taken trips overseas. I've done a lot of stuff with my credit cards. But how much do I owe at the end of the month? Because I pay it off. Boom. Because what happens is you spend for the month, then at the end of that month, let's say the 30th of the month, you get your statement. Then you've got another 15 to 20 days to pay it. So you've got interest-free money as long as you pay it. Now, if you don't pay it or you miss a payment, the bank will say to you, okay, there's the interest charged on the total balance. So if you owe $2,000, they're going to charge you interest on the $2,000. And even if you pay it for the next month and you pay it off, the bank will still charge you interest for 2 more months. That's how it works, people. And that's why so many people get into debt. Because they go and they go, I can go buy, and if I buy, I can get it right now, and I've got it, and how happy am I? And all I've got to pay is $25 at the end of the month. $25, and you're going to pay for the rest of your life. You're going to have grandkids by the time you've paid this $2,000 off $2,000. What a waste. So what was rule number one? You pay it off at the end of the month. It's like cash. If I don't have it, I don't spend it. Now, why do I have so many credit cards? Well, A, I use them. B, I travel. C, I pay them back at the end of the month. So what I do is I take my money when I get paid, it goes into my account, I put my money into that savings account, my super account, and then at the end of the month, I draw down on the money that's been sitting on any mortgages, and I pay that back because I've been offsetting on my mortgage, and we're going to talk about offset in another video. So, credit cards are a great tool. Take the credit when they give it to you, because when you need it, they won't give it to you. Okay? And I have had to live off my credit cards for a few months when I lost my job many years ago. But I paid that back. Sometimes it's a necessary evil. But don't think of it as free money. It ain't. It costs a lot. Okay? Now, some banks will give you the card for no fee. Other times they're going to charge you a few $100 a year because, you get premium things like, you can buy stuff and you get points. Now, if you're using the card, fine, as long as you're paying it back. But if you are buying it so you can get the free stuff, nothing free. You need 4 million points or, about 200,000 points to get a flight to Europe. Now, 200,000 points, okay, you're going to spend $200,000. You're probably better off saving $1,500 and buying the ticket. Simple. But you buy the ticket on the credit card. You get a credit card that can give you good travel insurance, so you don't have to pay extra travel insurance. But be very careful because you've got to buy everything on that card to get the travel insurance. Doesn't cover you for everything, so you've got to read the fine print. And that's where most people make the mistake. They don't read the fine print. So, credit cards are good, but credit cards are also a trap. Credit cards, you pay them back at the end of each month when they're due, or for the rest of your life, you're going to be a slave to the interest. Remember, a $2,000 balance at the minimum repayment is going to take you almost your whole life to pay it off, and that's assuming you don't put any more money on it. That's assuming that $2,000 just stays as the balance. So if you're using it, you're going to be until you're gone and you're dead, and then your kids take over that debt, and then their kids take over that debt. You pay it off. You don't leave a balance. It's a tool that you need to learn how to use. And if you don't think that you can control yourself, you leave these at home, and then you use them only when you need them because you think, I want to go buy that. And on the way home, you're driving and you go, you know what? I don't really need that. I can wait. I'll buy that maybe in the future. Maybe when it's on sale. So, good luck with using credit cards. Have a great day and enjoy. Thanks for your time, guys.